welcome back to my channel. I am looking a little bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like how my edges look right now, but we're gonna get into that later on because I am bringing you a get ready with me video. So this is gonna be makeup as well as hair. I hate long introductions, let's get right into it. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna grab my NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer. I'm just going to place that across my skin just so that I don't have too much shine going on throughout the day. A little bit of backstory about what this is actually going to be about. I am giving you guys a nice 90s / late 90s / early 2000s video vixen glam, because I tried to film this like 2 days ago and it was going well until it got super bright. And the lighting was just really messed up. So I'm doing it again. I don't know if I'm gonna do the exact same shadow as the one that I posted on my Instagram. I'll leave a photo somewhere, but we will get into that. The foundation I'm gonna use today is my Lancome Teint Idole foundation, and this is in the shade 14. Just put that across. I have to be honest, guys, we already know like I'm really here for more of a natural glam, and I've been taking a lot of inspiration from the 90s / early 2000s because girls weren't really doing the most back then when it comes to makeup, and I just really like it, and this is most definitely going to be inspired by that. Oh, I just love this foundation. I think it's the best color match I've ever got from a foundation. Yes, work it. Okay, and a little disclaimer, because I know I got this a lot in my last video. There is no filter on my videos. I feel like there might be something wrong with my camera. I might have to get the lens cleaned or something, but I can honestly assure you there is absolutely no filter on any of my videos, and I can't stress that enough. And there's also no like smoothing, nothing, because I always shoot on aperture priority, and I have a Sony a5000, which I actually need to change now. But yeah, and you can't actually add any smoothing effects when you're shooting that mode anyway, but I had to really go and check because I was thinking, hold on, everyone's saying the same thing. But no, I can honestly say to you, there is no filter at all, nothing. I think I'm gonna put a little bit on my neck as well, just to cover my burn mark. I burnt myself like about a few weeks ago with a curling iron, or curlers, whichever you prefer, for my UK crowd to shoot my head off. Now I'm gonna go in with my peach concealer, and this is from Too Faced. I don't know if you guys can really see that. Oh, okay, when I tilt, because the light today is a lot. I've been battling with this light, so I've had to change my setup and all sorts when it comes to my makeup videos, because normally I'd shoot in the evening when it's quite dark so that my lighting and my equipment can work at its best. But summer came, and I'm just gonna focus that in the corner of both of my eyes, and then just diffusing that out so the blending process is easier. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really been experimenting with oh no, I forgot a step. I wanted to go in with my Marc Jacobs body bronzer. Is it body bronzer? Marc Jacobs body stick. Yeah, bronzing body stick. This is what it looks like. I've used this a total of 3 times and I really liked it. I've never used it on top of foundation. I normally go in after my primer before foundation, but I think I'm gonna let this sit. That would have been really nice though, but hey, we move. I don't want to do any experimenting. I'm not gonna lie, that bronzing thing has really annoyed me, so I am going to take a leap of faith here and just hope for the best and hope it comes out nice. I'm gonna go in with my Marc Jacobs Glow Away bronzing stick in the shade 16 Tantalize. Yeah, let me show you what it looks like. Real cute, and I'm just gonna put that where I'm gonna end up bronzing, because why not? You'd think I'd go in with like a little bit to start. There's no rules to this game, baby. Really hope I don't regret that. So I'm gonna grab my beauty blender and I'm just gonna focus on the concealer first, because I just feel like blending the bronzer, it's not really a bronzer. Is it a bronzer? Well, I'm gonna call it the glow stick. Blending the glow stick with a beauty blender, I'm not too sure about it. I don't think I'm gonna like the results, so I'm just gonna focus on my highlight to start. Same brush that I use for my foundation, which is actually the Morphe M439 brush. I am just going to buff out that glow that was applied. I actually quite like this. Giving you skin honey. I need to use every last drop of this. There will be no waste. Just to ensure there's absolutely no creasing of my under eye while I go ahead and do the other steps, I'm just going to start setting, and this is my Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Banana Bread. And what I've recently been reminded of is if you go too ham with your setting powder, you can drastically alter the overall shade of your makeup, because I got carried away the other day. Now with the excess that's just on my brush, I'm just gonna go on my lids and just kind of sweep that across. Now I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty cream bronzer, and this is in the shade, I hate this street. I don't know if you guys can hear that noise. In the shade 7, so Toffee Tease. And I actually quite like this, if I'm being completely honest. The first day I used it with a beauty blender and tried to apply it that way, but I quickly realized that that is not the way forward. So I literally like to just buff that into my skin with an angled brush and just warm up my skin tone. Mixed reviews about this, but I honestly really do like it. I don't have anything negative to really say about it. I personally am never ever going to use this without then going on top of it with another like powder, so like a bronzer in the powder form, because my skin's oily, so all of this cream will be set. Okay, let's not forget my all-important face step right now, and probably forever, because I've been getting a lot of questions asking if I've got lip fillers. And no, I literally just manipulate my makeup to make it look like my lips are plumper, and the way I do that is by contouring my lip. So essentially I'm just lining my lip with my Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Espresso. I've spoke about this so much. There's only so much talking I can do about this. You're gonna obviously have to try it for yourself and see the difference. It is a big difference, so just go in with that. It is very much on my lip today though, but don't worry, the lip I'm going in with is basically the shade, so it doesn't matter. I wouldn't recommend painting your lip with it. I just got carried away. I'm gonna go with my Fenty Beauty cream bronzer, and this is in the shade Rosé Latte. Really nice sort of brown undertone here, but still got some pink vibes to it, which I love. And with another angled brush, this is my Huda Beauty Bacon Blend brush, and I'm just going to gently, because sometimes this can pick up the product underneath it, I've noticed, and I hate that, so I'm doing it very softly, and then I like to do it quite a bit under my nose as well, just at the tip. Hey, so we've got our bronzer, cream bronzer, we've got our cream blush on, adding some nice warm. Siri, stop listening. Siri just told me it can't stop listening. Benefit Hoola Toasted Bronzer. I just love this bronzer. That and the Morphe Glamour Bronze are my babes. I just love them. The blush I'm using is from Laura Mercier, and this is in the shade Grapefruit. Let me show you what it looks like. I don't think I've ever used this blush before, actually. The blush I used 2 days ago was similar to this colour, but it was a bit too pink, and I didn't want it to be that pink. This is more kind of like got nice red undertones to it. Just to set that cream blush also, because we oily over here. I might do a brow tutorial. I think I've been getting a lot of questions on how I achieve a bushy brow. Obviously, I'll be more detailed than this because I don't really like to go into depth about brows during the videos. Let me know if that's something you want to see. I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm very torn. The look I did 2 days ago was kind of like a bluey gold eyeshadow look. Now, I don't know if I want to do that, if I'm being honest with you, because I feel like I've done it. I've already uploaded a photo, and it was very simple. If I'm being completely honest, I used my Lime Crime Prelude palette for that look, and I just went in with Saturn and Eros. These are literally the 2 colours I used. You can't box me in. I don't want to do that. I'm going to try and do a kind of like brown cat eye. I've never done this before actually. Hopefully it works. I don't have time. So the first thing I'm going to do to achieve this is go in with my liner. And this liner is also from Ofra. So both wings are currently on, and I'm going to go into my Fenty Beauty palette. So this is the Snap Shadow, and this is in Deep Neutrals, so the number 3. And I think I'm going to go in with No Fudge Given. And I'm just kind of like blend out the liner. With a clean brush, this is my Morphe E23, I'm just gonna clean up the top part. I'm gonna go in with my concealer again, and I'm just gonna clean up the wing just so it stands out a bit more. Trust me, it's gonna come together. It will. I mean, it always does. I'm gonna go with my MAC Skin Finish, MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep, and I'm just gonna focus this around my face just to tie everything together. And I'm just gonna use my brush to kind of sweep my under eye with my Huda Beauty lashes in Sasha to kind of like give my eye that sort of cat eye look. So I'm gonna go with my Morphe lip liner in Trendsetter. And then I'm gonna go in with my MAC Viva Glam 2 lipstick, and I just smack them together until it's basically all like blended in properly. This is my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Hot Chocolate, and I use this to just line my lip. And that is the look. I'm so in love. Do you know what? I have this glow mist from Pixi and I haven't used it. I don't know if I should. Apparently it gives like a dewy look. Should we try it? Oh, that is a bit of me. Thank God we tried it. Wow. Okay, now to really give you guys the 90s Vixen vibe, we are gonna go in to the hair. Now I'm gonna be doing a kind of like side fringe Aaliyah moment with a half up, half down vibe. I'll start off with the half down bit. So I don't want any hair from the front of my face going down. So I'm not gonna do the half up, half down from about here. Nah, it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna start behind my ear. So I'm just gonna section my hair in 2 from ear to ear, and then put that bit up and out the way. So that is kind of the section. Now that that is there, I'm gonna tie that up as well, so that is out of the way. Top part, because we need to section this off again for the side part. So I kind of like my side part to be fairly deep, not too deep. So I'm gonna bring it to about here. That's kind of where I want my side part to be. Okay, so there we have it, my side part. And I'm just gonna create a kind of box. This is the up. That's the part that's gonna go up. And I'm just going to tie that up with my side fringe. Okay, so now we've got the down, we've got the up, and we've got the side fringe. Perfect. Bob's your uncle. I may look a bit crazy moving forward, but that's just how it's got to go. So for this style, I use clip-ins, and I'm just gonna go and start layering the clip-ins in the back of my headpiece, or we're gonna have the down section. I always like to get kinky straight kind of texture so that it is mimicking my hair. My straighteners are on, ready to go. So these are my GHD Platinum straighteners. Hairband handy because we're going to be doing a lot of tying up. So I'm just going to section off a little bit of hair at the back. And I'm going to tie the rest up. Now normally what I would do is I'd kind of like straighten the perimeter of my hair first, just to kind of make sure everything is sleek. I am still going to do that when we get to about here because this needs to be, I don't want to see no kinks. But with the back, I've found that when I do straighten it from the roots, the clip-ins can slide out because it's so silky. I leave it for like a few days. Like as the days go by, it gets a lot more kinky at the roots. And I'm actually not going to straighten any of that, just so that the clip-ins have something to grip and hold on to. So what I'll do is I'll back comb my hair and hairspray it. So I'm gonna back comb again. And that's just gonna give the clip-ins a lot more grip as well. So I only hairspray the roots. I want this to be really, really nice. So I'm just going to straighten. Now I'm going to clip that in the roots at the back. It is secure. Nice. So I'm going to untie that section again. I'm just going to repeat this for each step. So I'm just going to section off a little bit. You don't want to grab chunks of hair, but if you want it to blend a lot better, I would say go up in stages, most definitely. Back comb. Make sure you're back combing your hair and not the clip-ins at this stage, because that would be a disaster. Clip that in. Again. So now we've got 2 clips and my hair is as well as blended as it possibly can be because we're going in stages, we're not using chunks. And I'm just going to kind of like repeat that until I've completely finished this whole section. So I'll be back once I've finished this whole section. Finally completed the back section. It's looking real cute. I hope I got that in frame. Now that I have done the whole back combing throughout every step. So this can now go to the back, and I can also tie this up so it is out of my way. So now we're gonna come up to the ponytail. And with the ponytail, I personally want some length. So it's completely up to you guys if you want to do this part. You can literally just pack your hair up and have it like that. I don't really want some length, I just want volume. I want more volume for my ponytail. So what I'm going to do is, at the top, I'm going to section a line. So now I've got a section of hair going across the top of my part. So now we're on to a strand with 4 clips, and this is long enough for the length that I need it. I'm not going to clip them facing downwards. What I'm going to do is clip them facing up. Okay, that's up. What I've done is I've released that whole section, and I'm going to part it either side just like that. And I'm also going to grab a clip in, but this is going to be the length of 2, so I'm going to straighten that. And again, I'm going to clip it facing that way so that when I put it up, it's nice and smooth. Just like that, and as you can see, really smooth. I'm going to do the exact same to the other side. The last step for the half up, half down section is just to straighten the roots at the front so that it's nice and sleek when we do end up putting it up. Oh, finally, and we're just going to tie that up. Now you don't have to use clip-ins for the top part. It might be a bit easier just to add like a ponytail if that's what you wanted to do. Okay, so we've got our top part and we've got our bottom part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my edge control, and this is by Keracare, and with my smoothing little toothbrush I am going to just smooth those hairs in. I like to do this once the ponytail's already up because I think it's a bit easier. And then I'll go back in and re-tie it all so it's all very, very smooth and laid. And I'll tie that up again just to make sure it's all super smooth. Before I do that, let me just hairspray it all so it's all in place and doesn't budge. And then just straighten the rest all together because I am now very much impatient. I like to curl it in. Just adds a lot more flavor. I really don't want anything getting in the way of the fleek of this at all. We are almost there, I promise. We're almost done. Let me just pull out that hairband and I'm gonna curl away just the ends. I don't want anything dramatic, and plus I think we've spent enough time doing this. We're officially done. I'ma head out. My battery is about to die. I'm on 4%, 100% to 4%, all because of this video. Get ready with me. It honestly takes so much time. Please do let me know if you like this, because if you don't, there's no point in me spending all this time doing it. So please, thumbs up if you like it. Do let me know. I hope you guys like the look. Late 90s, early 2000s video vixen, something very natural. So I really want you guys to catch the vibe. Like, can you see it? Catch the vibe. Are you catching the vibe? Are you catching it? Are you catching it? Have you caught it? Cool. I hope you guys like this look. Do let me know. I'ma head out. I've been here for a bit too long. Yeah, bye guys. Have a wonderful day.